So I'm busy machining the Bobstay chain plate, putting chamfers on it so it sort of doesn't look too ugly on the bow. But I'll come back to this in a minute. But first I thought I'd just show you the boat. You can see it's got its bum right up in the air. I really like it like this because this is how I hope it'll spend a lot of its time surfing down those big waves. Anyway, so the reason it's up, it's been picked up a bit and blocked up, is because I've been doing the chain plates. Sorry, not chain plates. The gudgeons. These are the composite gudgeons for the rudder. I had done the two top ones before, but the lower ones I hadn't because the boat was so low it's difficult to do it. So there's a lot of unidirectional fiber in a rebate in the boat, the trench, and then that's been vacuum bagged to make it as compact as possible. So I'm busy ferrying all this up now and preparing. You'll see it's all kind of been braided a bit. I'm preparing now for the bottom paint. So on Tuesday I'll go and collect the anti-fouling and the barrier coats and things from Altex down in Sydney. So I'll just go around this side just while we're looking at the boat. And you can sort of see a little bit more. It's nice and open here now. Well, relatively, I've pulled all the benches back. And here you can see this is the only through hole for the boat. And this is the water inlet for the engine and also for the galley. So I have one skin fitting, and it's a true design. It's a flush mount fitting, and it's quite nice and neat. Quite like that. So I'll just go back this way then, and just show you what else I've been up to. And so over here we've got the rudder, and I'm busy at the final stages of ferrying this up. It's sort of quite close now to being ready for high build primer. So it's pretty reasonable. Excuse me, and you'll see that just in that area there, that transition from the trailing edge to where it goes square, I'm still just detailing that up a little bit, and I normally use a notch trowel for that, and it's just easier for when I fair it to less material to remove. And then once that's then more or less fair, I then fill the grooves with additional filler. And I just normally use a wire brush or one of these rotating plastic bristle brushes to prep the surface for adhesion. Yeah, so that's all coming along quite nicely too, and that will be on the boat fairly soon. Anyway, just going forward then. Oh, I forgot something, as usual. I've done this a few times. Sorry, Shans. Thanks, Shans, for doing the filming. Shans, my daughter, youngest daughter. So this is still quite hot, actually. So that's, I said I'd show you a bit more about this. So this is the Bobstay fitting, and oh, watch out for the spiders. So that, the intention is that'll go like that. And you can see that's why I'm putting the chamfer on it. And it's pretty close now. A little bit more. And then this will be the Bobstay. Yeah, so I think that should work. This will be a much neater bolt over here. Anyway, so that's, and I might also, I probably will put a kind of a half round in black nylon, just to keep the looking nice and neat. Anyway, this is where I sleep on the job, and it's nice to have a cushion sometimes to your head when you're working. And down here you can see this is the fairing piece, where the transition from the sort of fairly fine bar transitions into the much squarer section of the keel. So that's what the purpose of that is. And this is a separate piece of Tassie oak. It's fairly hard timber. which is kind of sacrificial in a way, because this is probably where any grounding would take place, would be down here. Anyway, so that's that. And then, sort of while we're in this area, probably I can just show you one other thing I'm busy with, and that's the the engine cover. And it's a rear section. There's a forward part that goes there, and which is on these hinges. These are true design hinges, which are really nice. And I made, this is a little molding I made because I had to put a high-rise exhaust elbow on because the engine's very low in the boat. So I just made a little mold like this, pretty much like that, with some wax fillets on the inside, and then yeah, just laid it up in there, so it ended up like that. So I think it should be fine, nice and strong, and not too heavy. And then there'll be a hole over there for the injection, the water injection into the elbow. Anyway, that's detail that will come up later. So I thought maybe we should now do a final little walk and look at the keel. Apart from doing the bottom pan, I'm trying to get the keel on, and the keel bolt should be here any day now. And so this here is where I'm up to with the keel, and you'll see that I've been drilling all the keel bolt holes, and these are the bits of lead that come off the drill. The poor old Makita has been working pretty hard. It's quite a big bit, quite a big ask for a little Makita, but it's done the job. I had to replace the brushes, but well, that's just part of it. And then here you'll see this is the size. It's a 3/4 inch stainless rod, but the keel bolts will be bronze, and that goes down through the holes, and then that's a nut. This is a pocket which I routed out, and the nut will be in there with a washer. And when it's all done, I'll fill the hole up with epoxy and filler, and it'll be all nice and tidy. So this hopefully will be on the boat fairly soon. Just a few more jobs to do. Got to just get the surface off a bit better and ready for gluing, because it'll be glued to the boat as well as bolted. There's one more bolt hole that goes through here, but I'll do that on the boat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So on that quick update, I better get back to the grindstone.